listening to other people's story as well, what challenges they face. For instance, when you are with the cake artist to wash their tins, to see how they do it, ask them the question, say, what are your biggest challenges? How do I sell your cakes? No, what is the biggest cake you ever done? Get the knowledge.
It's really nice, and the course material is very specific, very professional. I love the way it's presented.
Your work and then the company,
of course.
It's like it is sometimes very difficult, but it just needs a push.
Yeah, and that's certainly something that the tutors will give you if and when needed.
But we are learning special techniques, special tips that they will definitely help.
Welcome to another one of our interview series with our students. I'm coming to you from Dubai, representing our Arabian campus here in the UAE, and I'm taking time out to sit down and talk to some of our students about the courses that they've taken, why they've chosen their courses, and the journeys that they're going on in their wedding and event career. And today I'm sitting down and speaking with Rehab, who's come all the way from Qatar, although she is actually born and raised in Egypt. So Rehab, can you tell me more about the course that you've chosen and why you decided to study that course?
I chose the Advanced Diploma, actually, which is covering the planning and styling the events and weddings. And I chose this because I thought that it will cover all the events and the weddings, which I have a little background of events.
You certainly do.
Corporate events, especially corporate events. So I thought, okay, maybe I can cover all the type of events.
Yep.
And also the
design side,
side, which is really interesting to me.
Okay, and you've got quite an interesting background because you started life as a flight attendant, didn't you?
Exactly.
And circumstances changed what you were doing, but you've always had a passion for weddings. So just tell us a little bit about your background and how you came to be in this position now.
Okay, so as we discussed before, that I was cabin crew.
You were.
And I saw lots of weddings happening and lots of proposals happened on board and also in the countries that I visited. And mainly that was like attracting my attention most of the time to see the details on the events, like the flowers, the colors that they are using, the style, and all these things was really attracting my attention. And that's why it was back in my head, I want to do this. It was not at the moment, at this time, it was not really...
there wasn't really a career?
A career,
yeah.
Yes,
it was the same for me when I started too.
Exactly. So, but it was like, there is something that I have to do, but what is it? It was not really clear until I decided when the circumstances has changed, as you said, I decided that I have to find my way. And this is when I started to study marketing, and I did my MBA in marketing.
And they had an event side to that as well.
Exactly,
didn't they?
they had an event side, which was really helpful, but it was not enough also for me. It was for me like I want to do the wedding.
There was still a missing
side.
Piece of the puzzle.
Exactly, exactly. So I decided I will do this MBA, and I did it, and I got the chance to work in a company in Qatar, which gave me the chance to do events and also marketing. And in that time, I did also lots of events, which one of them was the fashion show during the Asian Games.
Yes, now that was a big event for your first event.
Exactly, it was big, actually, a big event. But in the same time, also I had to do it because it's like no other choice. So I had to learn it the hard way.
You learnt on the job.
Exactly. So I did it, and it was successful. Now at that time, when I see back, when I look back to it, and I see these things that I was doing, it was like, I think it was not perfect, but it went good.
But it went well, considering it was your first time as an event planner.
Exactly. And then I continued, and I was working I did lots of corporate events. I went from the company to other company. I was also handling events and PR. And then finally, also my last job, which is now I'm doing, is also about events marketing and campaign management.
But you've still got that missing piece of the puzzle.
Of course, until end of 2016, when I decided that's it. I need to find it, and this is when I searched the internet and I found the academy, and that was like a great news for me, because I knew that you were just in Dubai, like 45 minutes away from me.
And we specialize in weddings, which is what you wanted to do.
In weddings and styling, which is like really great for me.
So you're now working your way through the course. Obviously, you're breezing through the corporate events units with all of your background, but you've also now launched your own company, Eventario.
Exactly.
So just tell me a little bit about what you're hoping to do with that.
Well, Eventario has all my dream on it. I'm putting all my dreams on it. So it's like kind of a company that has my style and my way, and that's what I'm dreaming to do, and I'm dreaming to reach also. It's like what I'm planning to do in Eventario. I'm planning to launch it in Qatar, which is now already launched in Qatar, and soon it will be also in Egypt.
And I think that's the plan, isn't it? To have as much as you can happening in Egypt, because it's a big marketplace over in Egypt.
It is actually a huge marketplace that does not really get saturated.
Which is great news for anybody starting an event planning, wedding planning company over there. But you're going to be doing planning and design, aren't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you've already got your first consultation, which, if by memory, is tomorrow. So you launched 4 months ago. You already have your first consultation, which is really exciting.
It is actually exciting for me, and I'm really preparing myself. It's like I feel like I'm a kid going to the school tomorrow, so I'm just getting myself ready for it.
Yes, deep breaths.
Yeah.
Use what you've learned in the course so far on fact finding and how to conduct an interview and find out from somebody what exactly it is that they're looking for from their event.
Exactly. And I have to mention that also the course helped me a lot to give me confidence on doing this.
That's good. That's music to my ears, because that's exactly what we should be doing, is
it
building your confidence. Now, obviously, online learning is something that not everybody likes the idea of, because they feel that it would be a little bit lonely. It will be hard to motivate themselves. But I don't think you find it that way, do you?
I don't find it that way, because I had my MBA online as well. So it actually, I do understand where others came from, that it's very difficult and it's not motivating and all this, but because I've been through it before, the online study, so for me it's a bit easier. Although sometimes you don't have the time, because you have your work and then the company.
Of course,
it is sometimes very difficult, but it just needs a push.
Yeah, and that's certainly something that the tutors will give you if and when needed. So there's always somebody there to motivate you. And of course, we have our student Facebook group, which anybody can take part in, and that's global. That covers all of our campuses from around the world. So I see you chatting to each other all the time.
It is actually helpful, and it really helped me a lot, because even doing my Instagram, I got a great help from one of our colleagues in the academy.
One of the UK students, I believe. Yeah,
exactly. And she's like really doing great with me, and we do communicate online. We do communicate. We exchange ideas. We exchange whatever we are doing in the course and all these things. So it really helps a lot.
Could never have happened if you were going to a face-to-face class. You now have a colleague and a friend in the industry over in the UK.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, I wish you every luck and every success with Eventario. I know you're going to keep me up to date on everything that's going on. Really excited to see your progress, and also good luck for the styled shoot you've got coming up in a couple of weeks' time, which is also exciting. So much going on.
Yeah, it is actually. Thank you a lot.
Not a problem. So there you have it. That's Rehab's journey so far. She's doing extremely well. It's somebody that's come from a background as an air stewardess who's gone on to do corporate events, but is finally reaching out to do their passion, that's wedding planning and design, and I wish her the best of luck. Remember, if you'd like to see more of these interviews, you need to head to our YouTube channel.